Casey. I'm Sophia, the CCAC nurse working with the Gannacarli family in regards to Mrs. Gannacarli and her diagnosis of bipolar disorder. I'm told you went over to their home for a visit for the first time. How was your visit with the family?
I just came from their home and I do have a few concerns regarding the family. Is this a good time to talk about it, or should I just come back a little bit later?
No, right now is good. What are your concerns regarding the family and their current situation?
My main concern is whether or not Tony and Lucy should be staying in their household with their parents. When they were discussing their family roles, I find that Lucy and Tony do a lot of household duties, and that Mr. and Mrs. Gannacarli should be doing Mr. and Mrs. Gannacarli should be doing, such as cleaning, cooking, and I believe it's not really appropriate. Also, their eldest son, Nick, is taking on the father figure role. Although he's older and we can't tell him what to do, I believe it's not right. And as Mr. Gannacarli is capable of working to help and support the family, I feel as though the children are not receiving the care and support they need during this difficult time.
I understand where you're coming from, as Lucy and Tony are only teenagers. But during your visit, did any of the children express that they are unhappy with their current situation? Did Lucy and Tony express that they are unhappy with what they are doing to help out their family? And how about Nick? I don't believe the best solution at this moment is to remove the younger children from their parents' custody, as I find Mrs. Gannacarli would be distraught over it and would think that it's her fault. Maybe me and you can work together to figure out a different solution.
Well, none of the children really say anything, but by looking at them, they seem to be very unhappy. They're only teenagers and should be doing what teenagers do. As for Nick, he stated he likes to work and he enjoys helping out. He's still able to go with his friends and do things and enjoys things, but how about you? You've been working with the family longer than I have. What are your observations? What's your opinion based on your assessments?
Based on my assessments and my time with the family, I do not believe that they are unhappy. Yes, Tony and Lucy do have a lot of responsibility and do a lot of the household work. But I also know that with European families, they give their children a lot of responsibility. In European culture, by learning household skills at a young age, it enables the children to be able to take care of themselves when they get older and so they can take care of themselves and when they're on their own. When speaking to both Tony and Lucy, they have both expressed that they actually enjoy helping out their mother. They have stated that after school they go and hang out with friends, and Tony is even on the school soccer team, which is a good sign. At least they have extracurricular activities. As for Nick, yes, he is the main financial support at this moment, but Mr. Gannacarli will be returning to work next week since Mrs. Gannacarli is complying with her medications and her symptoms have become manageable at this time. He feels that this is the best time for him to go back to work. You mentioned earlier that you do not believe that the children are receiving the care and support they need, but on the contrary, I believe they do. Tony and Lucy have both been seeing their guidance counselor at school on a regular basis, as the school is aware of the situation and have reached out to help. As a family on Sundays, they do attend church at 8 a.m. and after Mass, they go and visit family members that are very supportive with this situation. And of course, they do have each other and our team to help them out through this difficult time.
You're right. Perhaps on my next visit, I'll speak to the children to see where they stand in the situation, and then I'll make my final recommendations to the team. At this time, I know you're right. Separating the family would not be beneficial and may cause more harm than any good.
Yep. So before you came, I was just actually finishing up her care plan. Since Mr. Gannacarli will be returning to work, we have added an extra day where myself or a personal support worker will go and visit them and see how things are going. We have also joined Mrs. Gannacarli in a support group with other women who are suffering through bipolar disorder. Her next doctor's appointment is actually coming up as well, so the medications may be adjusted or left the same. As for her children, they still want to continue to help out, but I will suggest to the family on my next visit and see if Mrs. Gannacarli can begin doing some of the household chores, since that was a big concern with you.
That sounds good to me. I'll plan my visit the next week as to give the family a bit of time adjusting to Mr. Gannacarli going back to work. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my concerns and taking them into consideration. and allowing me to give you my opinion based on my assessments.
You were just looking out for the children. I can see why you made that recommendation. As it was your first meeting with them, you allowed me to give you a little insight on how the family is doing based on my opinion. I look forward to hearing back from you soon. I'll be in to see them and have a good day.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.